Hello and welcome. My name is Zaffar Iqbal and you're watching the Mojo story. Now, a major encounter broke out at Rajouri early in the morning today. That's when a group of militants carried out an attack on a company operating base of the army very close to the line of control. Now, in that encounter, two militants have been killed. They were gunned down right at the gate of this army installation, and three army soldiers have also lost their lives. They were killed in the line of duty, and two others are injured. Now, we're told by our sources that it was a group of militants who had recently infiltrated into the Indian territory, and their aim was to carry out a suicide attack or a fidayeen attack on this army installation. But that was blocked and prevented by the alert sentry on the gate, who noticed the movement of this group of infiltrators, and he fired upon them. And in that exchange of fire, both the militants, both these infiltrators were killed. They were prevented from entering that army installation and carrying out the fidayeen attack. Now, we've been seeing in the past that there have been many fidayeen attacks in Jammu and Kashmir, but for some time now, no fidayeen attacks have been carried out either in Jammu area to the south of Pir Panchal or in the Kashmir Valley. Although there have been many encounters, successful operations carried out by security forces in the Kashmir Valley, that's led to the killing of a large number of militants and their commanders. In fact, more than 100 militants have been killed alone in Kashmir Valley in this year so far. And just yesterday, one in an encounter, there was the killer of Rahul Bhat, the militant, was killed along with two of his associates in the Budgam district of Jammu and Kashmir. But this encounter, obviously, there have been casualties from the side of army as well. The firefight has really stopped there, but the area has been cordoned off and operation has been started by the security forces. The top officers of the police have also reached the spot. Obviously, the family members of the deceased jawans will be informed first, according to army sources. But clearly, army has taken casualties in that exchange of fire, and both these terrorists have been gunned down. Now, this place is very close to the line of control, and in the past, we've been seeing many infiltration attempts from that area, particularly Rajouri, Poonch, have been carried out. But this was also, according to our sources, an infiltration bid which was carried out recently, and this was a group of infiltrators which had managed to go close to this army installation to carry out the attack. But besides that, this place has also been in news for ceasefire violations in the past. Now there is a ceasefire in place between Indian and Pakistani armies, so firings do not take place at the line of control. But the challenge is to prevent infiltrations from taking place, and also the other challenge of the weapons which are brought into India through drones and through other means. So all those are challenge for the security forces at the line of control, and also to prevent militants from carrying out the attacks in the hinterland. But clearly, it's a big sort of an encounter that has taken place in Rajouri area of Jammu, where in a pre-dawn encounter, two terrorists have been killed, and three army jawans, according to sources, have also lost their lives, and two other army jawans are injured. The encounter is over now, but the operations are continuing. There's a search operation that's been started. Now, we're told by our sources that it was a group of heavily armed militants which had infiltrated into India, and they were stopped from entering that army installation. Perhaps their aim was to enter inside that army installation and then carry out a fidayeen attack. But that was really blocked and prevented by the alert sentries on the gate, and That resulted in this encounter right at the gate, at the boundary of this army installation, in which both the militants have been gunned down, but three soldiers have also lost their lives, according to sources, and two others are injured. The area has been cordoned off, and operation has been started. So clearly, this is a challenge for the security forces to prevent such incidents from happening. In the past, there have been several bad actions where Pakistani forces and terrorists come into Indian territory, carry out an action, and then return to Pakistan. But this has this in this encounter, particular encounter, both the terrorists have been gunned down. Three army soldiers, of course, also losing their lives. So that's the update, that a major encounter in Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir, in a pre-dawn operation, two militants have been killed. Three army soldiers have also lost their lives. There was an exchange of fire right at the gate of an army installation, where an alert sentry challenged and fired upon a group of militants who was said to have recently infiltrated and gunned them down, neutralized. But in the exchange of fire, army took casualties. Five army jawans were injured, and according to our sources, three of them have succumbed to their injuries. That's the details as of now. We will keep updating you as we get more updates. Thanks so much for watching.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.